Me and my family have used her for about 11 different purchases and sales. Myself, this will be the third house that I purchased with her. Like I said, just definitely cares in the client's needs, definitely. And you don't see that a lot. You see a lot of pushy agents out there, but she definitely took our needs at the top. Those are number one priority, definitely.
Yes, Krisztina definitely listens to the client, even though there was a big language barrier since my parents don't really speak that good of an English. She still managed to communicate with them at all times, which was great to see.
She was very confident in herself. She had the information to back up what she was telling us about. So we put our trust in her because of that. With real estate transactions, it's a very stressful, it's a very big move. And she was with us the whole way, kept in contact, gave us information, gave us feedback, and marketed the house beautifully. And we got top dollar for it as a result. And within, like I said, 2 days was able to find us the home that she had a very strict, very tight kind of timeline, very tight requirements, and she found it and she made it happen.
If you're looking for a real estate agent, there are many different styles. Krisztina is a pit bull. And if you tell her exactly what you want, she will go out there, grab onto it with both hands, and she's not letting go of whatever it is that you want until you get it.
We dealt with a couple agents before, just looking at properties, so they were listing the properties, and we did the same with Krisztina. She was listing a property that we happened to look at, and from the first time we met Krisztina, we knew she was definitely a go-getter. I have a background in sales too, so I have that kind of intuition, and she definitely just was a go-getter. She did everything she possibly could. We probably saw about 60, 70 different houses with her that first time around, so to have that kind of patience with younger kids starting off getting a house was just a great quality, definitely in an agent. She wasn't pushy, so she was definitely interested in our needs. I definitely have to say that.
Her honesty, she was compassionate, cares about her clients. One thing I loved is when we purchased this house, me and Steve really wanted it. We were both really, really excited, put in the offer, and when she came outside to give us the news, she was so happy for us. She gave me a big hug. She was jumping up and down. So she was definitely, it wasn't just a paycheck for her. She was generally really, really happy for us. So I know she cares about me and Steve as people, not just as clients or just a customer.
The last house that we sold was one of many over the past 25 years. So we've dealt with a lot of agents over the past 25 years. So we asked many of them to come in and come to talk to us, and we picked Krisztina. She was the most knowledgeable about the housing, about the economy, about many, many things that we never heard any of that type of information from any other agent before. So we felt very comfortable with her. She was very confident. She knew what was going on in the area, and to be honest, we were probably a difficult customer. We had certain requirements that we wanted. We wanted to sell our home before we went to buy a new one, and for the new home we had certain requirements. So it was a tough situation for everybody, and she was able to work with us, and we sold our home very quickly, and within 2 days found this one, which was with the market the way it was a really difficult thing to do, and found us what we were looking for very quickly. She worked with lawyers and agents and all that kind of thing to make it go really smoothly. We didn't have to have any worries, and here we are.
Krisztina's strengths, she knows what she's doing. She doesn't beat around the bush. She's very blunt. She's straight up. She's knowledgeable. She knows exactly. She'll take the time to listen to, which is great. She's not gonna rebut with a quick answer just to kind of make you hear what you want to hear. She takes the time to really hear you out and what your needs are within the home that you're looking for, and she does her homework. And there weren't many houses that we went to go see that was a complete waste of time. She did her homework, and she kind of did the whole evaluation for us before we went and looked at the homes. And yeah, we were just kind of picky. We were very picky with the house we wanted to get, so that's why it took so many. But she definitely had the patience with us, so I'll give her that.
When we first bought this house, we weren't sure where the sun was because we bought it in the middle of February, I think. So Krisztina came out here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in February to see and make sure that the sun was exactly where we needed it to be. And so we snuck across the street to the houses over there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We actually went into somebody's backyard who wasn't home, and we took photographs of this house's backyard from across the ravine just to make sure that before we plunked down all the money, the sun was in the right spot. That is a pit bull.
Kristina's definitely got the full service package. I mean, from taking our needs into consideration, giving us tips and ideas. I'll go into a story about that. We loved this one house that we were looking at, and she kind of told us to turn around and walk out. And we got outside. And, what's wrong, Krisztina? Why? She saw some problems with the foundation in the basement, and she told us, it's going to be a headache from day one. And took us away from that house, which was a great quality. Again, you know that she's got that invested interest and she cares about her clients, which a lot of agents just want to sign that piece of paper.
She had beautiful brochures, gorgeous pictures, really nice videos, advertising, open houses every weekend. The house was flooded with people. She was very, very good with working with us that way.
I recommended her to my sister. My sister moved to Burlington back in August. So when I knew my sister and her boyfriend were getting ready to look, the first thing I did is I said, call Krisztina. She'll look at 100 houses with you until you find the right one. She won't give up, and she'll be dead honest with you. She thinks it's a good one. She thinks it needs to go in a different area. She'll be honest with you, and my sister ended up buying a house with her.
Definitely, it was just recently, within the past couple of weeks, we had kind of like a wide parameter of location and price range and style of home, that kind of thing, because we weren't overly certain as to what we wanted to move to. And she showed us in a couple of hours only about 4 homes, but they were totally different, different locations, different price points, different styles, and what it did was it really taught us as to what the market was currently, what was available, and it really helped us to try and make decisions as to what to do, because we weren't too sure as to where we were going.
Kristina's definitely professional. She's very professional. I mean, she did great sense of humor, knows the game, and it is that drive that sets her apart from the rest. The drive and the care for the client. Those are the 2 biggest, strongest features that she has. She not only really takes your heart into consideration and what you need in the new property you're searching for, but she also has the skill set to do so, and to just get out there and do her best in everything she does. She's definitely a person who gives 100% to everything that she does.